While basic operators are essential, Excel's true power lies in its vast library of functions. Functions are predefined formulas that perform specific calculations. They save time, reduce errors, and are crucial for efficient data analysis. For MOS certification, mastering core functions is a must. In this lesson, we'll discuss Excel functions, how to insert them, and the core functions for data summary and analysis. What are Excel functions? In Microsoft Excel, functions are built-in formulas that simplify complex calculations. Like formulas, functions also begin with an equals sign. They follow a specific syntax. For example, equals function name, arguments in parenthesis. Arguments are the inputs a function needs, including numbers, cell references, or text.
Inserting functions into a worksheet. There are three major ways to insert functions in an active worksheet. They include using the AutoSum command, typing directly, and using the Insert Function dialog box. Let us explain how to use each. Using AutoSum. This is the quickest way to insert the core Excel functions, sum, average, count, etc. The AutoSum button is located on the Home tab, in the Editing group, and in the Formulas tab, in the Function Library group. To use this method, do the following. 1. Select the cell where you want the result to appear. 2. Click the AutoSum button. Excel will automatically detect a range of numbers above, or to the left, and propose the sum function. 3. Press Enter to accept the suggested range, or drag to select a different range. 4. You can also click the drop-down arrow next to AutoSum to quickly select other common functions like sum, average, count numbers, etc. The result of the selected function is displayed.
Typing functions manually. Instead of using the AutoSum button, you can type your desired function manually in an active cell. To use manual typing, do the following. Select the cell for the result. Type equals. Start typing the function name, such as sum. Excel will display a list of matching functions based on the characters you typed. Use the pointer to select the desired function from the list displayed. You can also press the Tab key if your desired function is highlighted. Use the up or down arrow keys to highlight the required function from the list on display, then, use the Tab key to select the function. With the function inserted in the result cell, start typing the argument. As you type the arguments, Excel provides formula tips, also called screen tips or tool tips. This will guide you on the required inputs, to avoid errors. Enter the arguments, including cell references or values, separated by commas, inside parentheses. Close the parentheses when you are done, and press Enter. The result of the function you entered will be displayed.
Using the Insert Function dialog box. The above two methods provide the quickest way to insert functions. You can as well use the Insert Function dialog box as another option. To use this method, do the following. Select the cell where you want the result to appear. On the Formulas tab, in the Function Library group, click Insert Function. You can also open the Functions dialog box on the Home tab by clicking the FX button to the left of the formula bar, or clicking the AutoSum drop-down arrow in the Editing group and selecting More Functions. In the Insert Function dialog box, search for your required function or browse by category. Select the function from the list of functions under Select a Function. Click OK. The Function Arguments dialog box appears. This will guide you to enter each argument accordingly. For example, if you are using VLOOKUP. Enter the lookup value in the lookup value box. Click the Collapse button next to the Table Array box. This will collapse the dialog box. In the Worksheet Data view, drag the data range to highlight the table range. Click the Collapse button again to display the dialog box. Enter the row index number in the Row Index Num box. Click the Collapse button next to Range Lookup to enter the lookup range for your table. When you have entered all the required arguments, you'll see the result of the formula in the dialog box under Formula Result Equals. Click OK. The result of the function will be displayed on the selected cell. Core functions for performing essential calculations. Microsoft Excel has various functions for performing different calculations, including mathematical, statistical, data analysis, and many more. At the core are the basic functions used to perform essential calculations and analysis. These core functions are easy to use, and include sum, average, count, minimum and maximum. Let's take a look at each of them. Sum. The sum function is used to add all the numbers in a specified range of cells. The syntax is given by equals sum, number 1, number 2, or equals sum, range. For example, to add the values in the range B2 to G2, type equals sum, B2 to G2, and press enter. Average. Used to calculate the arithmetic mean, or average, of numbers in a range. The syntax is given by equals average, number 1, number 2, or equals average, range. For example, to calculate average of the values in the range B2 to G2, type equals average, B2 to G2, and press enter. Count. Count is used to count the number of cells that contain numbers, and dates, which are numbers in Excel, within a range. The syntax is equals count, value 1, value 2, or equals count, range. For example, to count the values in the range A2 to H2, type equals count, A2 to H2, and press enter. Minimum. The minimum function returns the smallest number in a set of values. The syntax is given by equals min, number 1, number 2, or equals min, range. For example, to calculate the minimum of the values in the range B2 to G2, type equals min, B2 to G2, and press enter. Max. The max function returns the largest number in a set of values. It is written as follow: equals max, number 1, number 2, or equals max, range. For example, to calculate the max of the values in the range B2 to G2, type equals max, B2 to G2, and press enter. You can try out other functions not explicitly discussed in this lesson and tell us your experience in the comment box.
These core functions are fundamental for quick summaries of datasets, such as finding total sales, average scores, number of items, highest temperature, or lowest price. In our next lesson, we'll discuss the different types of cell references.